It's amazing what some people think.
They think we're contagious.
That's stupid.
People think that you can swallow your tongue during a seizure. Try it. It's impossible.
Kids even think that having epilepsy means you're retarded. That's ridiculous. Most kids with epilepsy have normal IQs.
I've even heard people say that epilepsy is a psychological problem. Epilepsy is a medical condition, not a mental condition.
I've heard people say that people with epilepsy look different.
Can you tell who has epilepsy here?
No! Yeah! There we go!
My name is Sarah, I have epilepsy, and this is my story.
My name is Sterling, I have epilepsy, and this is my story.
My name's Byron, I have epilepsy, and this is my story.
My name is Katie, and this is my story.
Well, they discovered that I had epilepsy when I had my first tonic-clonic seizure.
I first had the absent seizure. I was in church that Sunday, in Sunday school.
I was sitting in my living room when I was playing a video game.
I first got diagnosed with seizures in 3rd grade. It took us a while to find out I had epilepsy because we'd always thought I was just daydreaming. And then we finally brought me to a doctor and they diagnosed me.
I was standing on one of the benches at my high school, and all of a sudden I fell onto the concrete sidewalk and I started having a seizure. That was my first tonic-clonic seizure.
When I woke up in the hospital, I had oxygen tank, I had all these gadgets on me, all over my body. I turned around and I asked my father in Spanish, ¿Qué estoy haciendo aquí? ¿Qué me pasó? You know, means what am I doing here? What happened?
When I had the tonic-clonic seizure, I just kind of like blacked out. And that's all I recall.
When I have a seizure, I can't hear, see, or feel anything. It's really hard to explain, and I don't know I'm going into one, and I don't know I'm having one when I'm doing it, but after I'm done having the seizure, then I'll be like, oh, I had a seizure. Would you look at that?
The 2 types of seizures that I have right now is complex partial and tonic-clonic.
When you have an absent seizure, you basically stare off into space.
I pretty much feel as though I have like a very big headache and my head is throbbing.
Sort of a weird feeling, you know, like my body just shuts down and I tend to stutter. You know, I wake up and I'm like, what just happened? You know, exactly what did I do? And you know, I don't feel no pain. I don't feel pain in my body.
Epilepsy is something that somebody has, and it's not who they are, what they are.
My friends know I'm perfectly normal. Seizures don't get in the way at all.
Why should I stop doing what I love?
One of the youth group leaders from my church called me up and asked me if I'd like to play on the softball team, or just a time to like hang out with a few friends, just socialize and have a fun pickup game.
Music is part of my life. I've grown up with it, and it will always be part of my life. I started on the flute when I was in 4th grade, and then when I entered into high school, I switched to euphonium, which is kind of like a baby tuba.
I clearly love swimming. It's a passion for me. I love it. I pretty much love it. I live for it. If swimming was a girl, I'd pretty much marry it. To me, winning is everything, and so I want to make my team the best. I consider myself a leader, and as a leader, I have to do my job.
Like, you could express yourself through art really easily. You could do anything out of clay. I make something for somebody, like, it's just a good feeling.
I feel that javelin like teaches me to like never really give up, because even if you mess up in front of everybody in a track event, you don't get discouraged. You just go out there and try harder.
I've been taking dance since I was 4. I do ballet. I also do point, which is just the toe shoes. I also do modern. It's a lot of emotion. You kind of portray emotion through the dance.
Why do you like it?
Excited to climb?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Oh God. Conquer it. Far.
Rock climbing is fun for me because it's like really exciting. Yeah, last summer I went to New Hampshire and I got to rock climb on real rocks and like cliffs and everything. And it was a really good experience for me. And I wasn't being stereotyped at all with my epilepsy. I was just like everyone else.
I like dirt biking because it gives me a sense of like freedom. I get to hang out with my friends and interact, and you know, it gives us some bonding time together as well.
In my family, you have to learn how to salsa dance. You just have to. It releases stress, you know, when I'm so uptight, and it just relaxes me. You know, it makes me, it calms me down. You know, it's good for the soul.
Just because you have epilepsy doesn't mean you can't follow your dreams or do what you want to do.
I want to be a therapist, a psychologist, and I also want to go to college in California.
My big dream when I get older is to like start my own practice someday as a doctor.
I would love to be a teacher in a high school.
In 10, 20 years, I see myself as a doctor, as a physical therapist, hopefully with my PhD. And who knows?
It really hurts if somebody judges you because you have epilepsy and just judges you without knowing anything even about you or about epilepsy in general.
Epilepsy could happen to anyone at any time.
My wish is that people could just understand other people and not just be so judgmental of other people.
In the minority, people don't know about these things. You know, they have these wild myths and these crazy ideas that, oh, you know, oh my God, this kid is being possessed by the devil, and oh my God, throw holy water at him or whatever.
Making fun of other kids just because of epilepsy, that's just downright like cold-hearted thing to do.
We laugh, we feel pain, we joke around, we hang out with friends, we do everything that the people that don't have epilepsy do.
I feel that I could still pretty much do anything as long as I put my mind to it and I'm willing to put in the time and effort.
Epilepsy is in the brain. It's in here. It's not who you are. It's just something that happens in your head.